If this video does not perform well, I'm gonna cry. Hello people, it's Mimberly and welcome back to the channel. So we're still setting up the new setup, so I apologize. It is absolutely chaos incarnate over here. But we are here with Everlasting Wish. Now, we reacted to the trailer for this one, not yesterday but the day before. And it made me cry. So I'm very highly predicting that Mim is also going to be crying in this video. Now, I'm still working out where to put the camera, so please bear with me. But, you know, we need a bit of cuteness, we need a bit of fluff, because after tomorrow's Catch-22, I need to be cleansed. The fifth bus smoothly guides glides to a stop at the station. After the doors open, Zayne gets off with slightly hurried footsteps. I'm sorry, but he looks so good in that outfit. Red is really becoming his color, plus the turtleneck. Yes. Give me a man in a turtleneck. When he spots me, he pauses before quickly walking toward me. I'd like to welcome Dr. Zayne's first instance of tardiness for this year.
Sorry to keep you waiting. However, I suppose you're more delighted about witnessing me late rather than actually seeing me.
Yeah, he's very punctual, is our boy. My smile widens, but before I can say anything, Zayne speaks.
I got on the wrong bus during the transfer.
Oh no! You already answered my question. Now what am I supposed to say?
Why don't you tell me about what you planned for us today?
Oh, I like the little bee king on his jacket. And I've also got a stinking cold, so I apologize. Another bus arrives and the area becomes crowded. Zayne gently pulls me to the side and away from the stream of passengers flowing past the platform. It consists of only a few activities. Dates should be about having fun and going with the flow. The weather forecast did say it might rain in the evening. Hopefully it won't affect our plans to watch the fiery sunset.
How reliable is this weather forecast?
The weather forecasts in the UK are never fucking reliable, so we're gonna take that with a pinch of salt. A drizzle isn't gonna ruin our date.
Let's go. The first stop on your itinerary is that hillside flower shop.
Mate, it's quite far from here and we can't take the bus. How will we... Before I finish my sentence, Zayne has already unlocked a tandem bike near the bus stop.
I'll bike. You can ride with me.
What a gentleman! Nah, because gentleman and plus the fact, can I just make a shout out to English, the Atomic Ravens mug. We love it. The MIA, they're always watching. The Marbles Investigation Association, very good streamer. Highly recommend him. Plus the fact, he plays a lot of marbles on stream and it becomes unhinged. And if you ever want to catch me on a stream, that's usually where you'll find me. The path isn't steep and Zayne maintains a slow pace. A soft breeze occasionally sweeps past and lifts the strands of my hair to tickle my cheeks. If you get tired, I can take over.
Are you doubting my cycling skills? Or this bicycle, miss?
I took everything in me to not spit my tea out there. I laugh as I remember how I once asked him a similar question. I recall a certain doctor who helped my injured colleague on his way home last night. I'm worried he didn't get enough rest. That's also why we're not driving for our date. Zayne's car has blood stains from the injured person sitting in the back seat. He only had time to send it to the car wash this morning. We still have no leads on who attacked my colleague, and we haven't identified the mysterious substance in the bullet that neutralized their evil. My smile vanishes as I tighten my grip around his waist. The association sent out an urgent announcement. They told us to be on high alert during missions.
Since we're affiliated, Oxo Hospital also received the notice.
Zayne places his large hand over mine to silently convey his feelings. I poke his lower back. Haven't you been working non-stop lately? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That's bullshit. That means he's not fine. Sometimes I think you should carry an emergency contact card.
I promise to recite your phone number before I lose consciousness.
Zayne! I can't help but laugh at his teasing. I playfully pinch his stomach. Yeah, you pinch his stomach, girl. Feel them abs. The warm breeze carries away our heavy conversation and we fall into a comfortable silence. Zayne? The flower shop will close by the time we get there.
Sorry. I thought going slow was one way to make our date last longer.
Oh my god.
After all, we haven't seen each other in quite some time.
We still have the whole day ahead of us.
Then hold on tight.
With pleasure. Also, I'm worried because like he's been on a bit of a weird cooing spree lately. So if he comes in and randomly taps me or yowls, please ignore him. Following my schedule, we arrive at the long-established flower shop to pick up the gift I pre-ordered for Zayne. Jesus Christ. When I was at the hospital, I saw you from afar a few days ago. You looked tired, so I assumed you weren't getting enough rest. Lavender oil can help with sleep. You can put it on your wrist before bed, or put some on your pillow. Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, it's nothing. Having someone who truly cares for me makes me happy.
I'm not crying, you are. Then you shouldn't just smile. Make sure you use it before bed.
I will.
Shit. I'm crying already. Before I can continue, the young owner finally finds my order and apologetically brings a small flower basket over.
Here's your lavender. Would you like to check and see if everything is in order?
Thank you.
Oh, having just taken over the business from her family, the young woman is still inexperienced. She stammers as she tries to explain the flower's meaning.
Oh, right. Lavender is known for symbolizing waiting for hopeless love, devotion, and regret.
Zayne and I stiffen at her words. We exchange glances before looking into the basket. We don't say anything. Wait, something's missing. The lavender oil I left here beforehand should have been in the basket, but it's gone.
There's an elderly gentleman who buys a basket of lavender every week. It happened to be today. I must have mixed up the orders. I'm so sorry. How much was it? I'll compensate you right away. Or would you like me to get you a new flower basket?
Oh god, yeah. Like, as somebody who's worked in retail before, this was like my worst nightmare. Well, getting a new one would work. But if I can't give the oil to Zayne with the flowers today, it wouldn't be the same. While I'm deciding, a group of customers suddenly enters the shop and livens up the atmosphere. Not wanting to put the young shop worker in an awkward position with so many customers, I'm about to agree when Zayne calmly speaks.
Does the elderly gentleman live far from here? We can take this flower basket and exchange it with him.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the address. Only my grandmother knew him.
If he's a regular, then perhaps there are records of his previous delivery orders.
Oh, yes.
The young shop owner claps her hands, turns to grab her tablet, and then quickly starts searching through the records. She excitedly reads out an address a moment later. Hope is rekindled in my heart. After quickly thanking her, I grab Zayne's hand and squeeze through the crowded doorway. Oh good, it's only a 30-minute trip from here. We'll make it in time.
We still have a few hours until the ferry's scheduled departure. There's no need to rush.
But I was planning to take you to this quaint pastry shop for tea. It's tucked away in the old alleyways. Hiccups? Oh my god. Zayne pulls my arm and I start to walk slower. With a hint of amusement in his smile, he weighs the flower basket in his hand.
Wasn't regret one of Lavender's meanings? Missing out on tea and pastries would perfectly match your choice of flowers, yes?
Look, shut the fuck up. Tea and pastries are very important as a British person, alright? You actually remembered that? I'm not waiting for a hopeless love. I don't want any more regrets with you either.
So that leaves devotion as the correct answer.
His words leave me speechless, yet I can't deny it. I thought you'd care more about the medicinal properties and flower meanings.
Every lavender plant has medicinal properties. There's no need to focus on that. But when it comes to the lavender you gave me, I must interpret its meaning.
Caleb and Zayne are fighting for second right now, honestly. I still have one more for Caleb to play as well, don't I? Shit. Is this the place? It's so quiet. I don't think anyone lives here.
The address matches what we saw earlier.
This part of the outskirts is even older than the Bloomshore district. Dusty courtyard houses line both sides of the road.
I can smell lavender. This must be the place.
Mate, I have like next to no sense of smell. So the fact that when I do get to smell something, it's either something like really strong, like, you know, chili, or, you know, really strong flowers, or, you know, that sort of thing. So when I can't smell shit, it makes me upset. I mean, Cade calls me blessed because obviously we have, the way our house is now laid out, Loki sleeps with us in the bedroom. He always has done, but we now lock him in the bedroom with us, which means his litter tray, his food, and his water is also in the room with us, because otherwise he'll be zooming around the place and he won't go to sleep. And because I have no sense of smell, unless he's done a particularly bad poop, I don't smell it. Cade, however, has got the nose of like a bloodhound. So he, bless him, he is very sensitive. He raises his hand and knocks in the courtyard.
Hello, sir. Are you Warner?
No,
What's your name then?
I'm Mr. Warner.
Oh god, it's like working in bloody pensions all over again. Like how Zayne just shakes his head. I look up at Zayne and whisper, "Are you sure he's our guy? Someone who's this grumpy doesn't seem keen on buying flowers."
Or maybe he's irritable because he got the wrong order.
Should we still make the exchange? I'm worried he might throw the flower basket at me.
You have me.
That's exactly why I'm worried. You're a delicate doctor, which means I'm the one who needs to protect you. As soon as our conversation ends, the gate creaks open to reveal a small, thin, elderly man with a bamboo rake. He's glaring at us. After hearing my explanation and seeing the flower basket in Zayne's hands, his eyes, Mr. Warner, there you go. Mr. Warner's expression gradually softens.
I haven't touched that bottle of oil. I left it in the storage room with the flower basket. Come in. You can wait in the living room while I look for it. Watch your step.
Looking around, I see lavender laid out in drying baskets everywhere. They're on the ground, under the eaves, even on top of the courtyard walls. Every spot that catches sunlight is being used. Surprised by the sight, I'm about to ask Zayne what he thinks when I notice him raising his hand to wipe his forehead.
It's raining? The weather forecast was right after all.
Shit, the one time it's right. Dark clouds drift in from the horizon and the brilliant sunlight becomes murky. It starts pouring without warning. As Mr. Warner rushes into the courtyard, Zayne and I exchange a glance before helping him save the lavender. Within 5 minutes, all the lavender has been moved to a safe space.
Thank goodness you two are young and capable. Otherwise, I would have been twice as angry today. Thank you.
With the sudden downpour showing no signs of letting up, Mr. Warner insists that we wait for the rain to stop. He soon brings us hot water and towels. Sitting on small bamboo stools, Zayne and I dry ourselves.
Come here. Let's dry your hair first.
And he takes care of us. Oh! Zayne holds up the towel and patiently waits for me to move. The bamboo stool is too short for him, so his legs are bent. Yet this awkward position creates the perfect armrest for me as I lean back against him. Did you and Mr. Warner talk about something while moving everything inside? I heard him sigh.
I asked him why he was drying so much lavender. Aren't you curious as well?
Enjoying the gentle pressure from him massaging my scalp through the towel, I shift to find a more comfortable position in his arms. I thought he was planning to use the lavender for medicine. You thought the same thing, right?
Yes. I was more concerned about contamination since it would affect the treatment.
So what did he say?
He keeps them around, in the same way his wife did when she was alive. She loved lavender.
Oh. And now I'm emotional again. My drowsy mind suddenly becomes alert. I turn my head to meet Zayne's gaze.
Flowers are the most useless things in the world, and I don't even like their scent. I just got used to smelling them wherever I go. He was slightly angry and resentful when he said that.
Oh.
Perhaps he's complaining about his late wife leaving him with a troublesome habit.
Maybe he's complaining because his wife is gone and he's not with her. Or maybe he's complaining about how she suddenly left him. We watch the rain fall in the courtyard. Neither of us speaks for a long time. Oh. Then Zayne runs his fingers through my hair and gently untangles the damp strands. Noticing water droplets still clinging to his hairline, I turn and push myself up against his legs. My turn.
Drying hair isn't a competition. We don't need to take turns.
It's not just about that. Isn't it obvious I have an ulterior motive?
Will I be able to stop you then?
No. Nope. And with that brazen declaration, I start enthusiastically messing up Zayne's hair.
Your ulterior motive is making my hair messy for the rest of our date?
Yes, because I do the exact same bloody thing. Should I keep going? Don't worry, I'll make sure you get what you want. Grabbing a dry towel, I approach my main target. My god, this cold. Better fuck off quick. Oh. He holds my wrist, but doesn't stop my playful assault. Delighted, I silently laugh to myself. He's like a big cooperative snowball that's letting me squish him. Satisfied with my work, I put down the towel and poke his slightly flushed cheeks. Nah, because the way he's just like holding us, like, yes, I'm staying here. You seem unusually cooperative today.
Cooperative?
Yeah.
Maybe I do need your protection. After all, I am a fragile doctor.
You've also been a very good kitty for us too. The word protection reminds me of the colleague who lost their evil after being shot by a ghost gun. What do you think happens when an evolver's evil disappears?
Most evolvers would panic, I suppose.
Zayne pauses. His gaze seems clearer, as if cleansed by the rain.
Some might actually do well. After all, the responsibility of having an evil can be a blessing and a burden.
I mean, for Zayne, it would be a bloody blessing for him, wouldn't it? Which one are you, then? I meet his gaze.
I didn't gain my knowledge, skills, and clinical experience using evil. And in my own field of battle, I've gotten to where I am today without relying on my evil.
Alright, show off.
If such a day comes when I become an ordinary person, without an evil...
That means Astra can leave him the fuck alone. He gently lifts the hair on the side of my neck and smooths out the tangles. His voice is unwavering as he speaks. Maybe the trauma from everything, like with William and everything, would disappear with him too.
Then I'll simply accept it, and continue doing what I need to do. There are many ways to stand by your side that don't involve combat.
And my cat is now messing up shit. What are you doing? Just coos. Oh. Watching his expression as he speaks, I smile and mimic his actions from earlier. I smooth out the hair that I had tousled. You're right. With or without an evil, you'll always be Dr. Zayne, who's the best.
And just Zayne.
Guys, I can't. This is too cute for me. The rain falls steadily as soft snoring drifts from inside. Mr. Warner must have worn himself out. I sense Zayne move behind me and turn to see him pulling an old book from under a cabinet. Doesn't this picture book look familiar?
They used to have these in every school library when we were kids. It was part of a series with over 20 books.
Oh, wow. Zayne takes the picture book to a corner and gently shakes it. Dust dances in the air. The tightly pressed pages flutter open as if awaking from a long slumber. A dried four-leaf clover falls from the book. Zayne bends down to pick it up. Why is there a four-leaf clover here?
Perhaps someone who read this book before pressed it between the pages.
Why? He's jumped in a bag, for God's sake. You just see his tail in the background. He places the clover between the pages and sits down next to me.
All right, let's read the story. We shouldn't disturb it.
The story is simple. A girl who grows lavender falls in love with a boy from the valley, but everyone claims he isn't human. When the townspeople drive the boy away with lavender, he vanishes in his true love's arms. Only his fragrance lingers in the air. Since that day, lavender could ward off evil and had a mystical fragrance, and the girl, having lost her love, spends the rest of her life searching for him. Oh, it's really sad. The book says the boy had a strange scent that could make people fall asleep. Was Snoozer the inspiration for that?
It also says he's handsome and dignified. You must think quite highly of Snoozer.
Nah, fuck Snoozer. You don't get it. These compliments are from the girl. Of course you'd think your true love is perfect.
Is that so?
Yeah. Why do you ask? Zayne glances at me before turning back to the first page of the book.
From their very first meeting, the girl knew the boy was from another world. And even though the boy said he'd leave one day, she followed her heart and fell in love with him without any hesitation. Do you understand why?
Smiling, I take his finger and guide it down 2 lines to point out a word. The answer is right here. The girl bravely expressed her love. Have you heard of that saying? When true love arrives, men grow timid while women grow brave. Huh. True love arrives, men grow timid while women grow brave. Okay, right, peeps. I need to talk about this. Hold on. That is making me think of something. Okay? So, if you guys have been on the channel long enough and you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that me and Cade were a long-distance relationship. Now, Cade's originally from the United States of America, and as I've mentioned a few times in this video now, because T has been mentioned, I am from the UK, so I am British. Now, for those of you who are decent with geography, like I'm not, that's on the other side of the world for us. Speaking of world, hello, buddy. Come here. Oh, Mummy's telling a story about her and Daddy. There you go. Tell you what, he actually doesn't look bad in this lighting. But yeah, we were kind of just being flirty as we are, because, you know, we were just kind of natural flirts. We bounced off each other, really. And when I confessed my feelings to him, like, he confessed first, right? Like, he admitted he had a crush on me. And we did get into our relationship very, very fast, but he was very shy when he admitted his feelings for me, and I just kind of came out and said it straight away, being like upfront, like, yeah, it's the same with me. So I actually kind of agree with that quote. I'm not sure how to feel about this. Why is Love and Deepspace making me, like, think about my marriage? And not in the bad light before you lot think it. Stop chomping! I'm definitely getting a low-key chomp merch at some point in the near future. Little shit. Zayne looks at me, his eyelashes trembling slightly as if touched by a breeze.
Yes. You've always been the braver person. You're willing to take the first step.
The first step of what? I do it because I know every step after that will find solid ground. Will you stop chomping your mother? Zayne closes the book and places it in a basket of lavender. That's it. And here I thought you were about to lead us from love to philosophy, or at least share some words of wisdom.
There's nothing we need to learn from it.
Ow.
They have their story, and we have ours. Let's wait for the rain to stop. We still have a date to finish.
Oh, peeps. See, look, Mama hand's gone red from where he's chomped me, little shit. The rain finally stops. Careful not to disturb Mr. Warner, we quietly We quietly gather our things and leave. But Mr. Warner soon runs after us. The lavender oil from his storage room has vanished. Apologetic, Mr. Warner bundles up a large bunch of dried lavender and insists we take it with us. Oh, we didn't get the oil in the end then. By the time Zayne and I rush to the dock, we learn that the last ferry has already departed 20 or so minutes ahead of schedule. Well, that's shit.
The heavy rainfall warning was sent out in the afternoon and will last until nighttime, so the ferry services will be closing early. Visitors have been coming to this old dock to take the ferry and see the once-in-a-decade sunset on the river. But today's weather, even though the rain has stopped, we still have overcast skies. It's hard to say if we'll see it at all.
The trip only takes 15 minutes. Could the ferry depart again if it's not raining once it returns?
I'm afraid not. We've already posted the schedule changes on our official website.
We stand on the dock and watch the old ferry slowly disappear into the distance. Who would have thought our plans could fall apart in so many ways, even without the drastic measures?
Let's go to the pastry shop for afternoon tea.
At this hour? What if you don't sleep well tonight? I look around, and then I take Zayne's hand and lead him away from the docks. Yeah, see, if that was me, I'd be kicking up a storm, because I paid for that ferry, you know? We find a spot, where the riverbank slopes down. Sitting on a bench beneath the large willow tree, I noticed how we could easily dip our feet into the river. I kick off my shoes and socks. Embracing the moment, I dip my toes into the water. Zayne, what are you doing?
Playing with the water.
I am sensing a husband. Come here. Please. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing? What's wrong?
Long day.
Long day?
Long day. You okay?
Mm. Yeah, you go relax, my love. I'll be with you as soon as I'm done with this, okay? I love you. No. I don't know when Zayne took off his shoes and socks. With his usual composure, he follows my lead and dips his toes into the river too. His hair is still somewhat disheveled and his clothes remain slightly wrinkled. But with his legs stretched out in this playful scene, he looks relaxed. He looked like a liquid, cumulus cloud.
Do you mean fluffy and large?
Yes. When I was little, I used to wonder if fluffy clouds tasted like cotton candy.
Well, now you have the chance to find out.
He opens his arms to invite me, and I only lean sideways to find that perfect spot in his embrace. Oh. His clothes carry the smell of lavender, his skin bears the fragrance of jasmine, and his embrace possesses Zayne's unique scent. Referencing to jasmine again.
What do you smell? Is it exactly like the cloud you imagine?
It's different, but better. I look up and nuzzle his chin with the tip of my nose before speaking softly. The most beautiful clouds you'll see during a sunset aren't mine. The same can be said about those cotton candy Columbus clouds. Only this one is mine. It won't be blown away by the wind or melt in the rain.
You've developed quite a grudge against the rain today.
Yes. We're British. I don't know if this is a thing in every other country, but talking about the weather to us is like is just like a general thing. I work in sales, right? If I have to speak to a customer and I got to get them to open up, I just ask them how the weather is, and then boom, instant conversation. Even though nothing went according to plan, this is nice. Ripples appear on the river as light dances across its surface. They dazzle my eyes as everything around us melts into a soft mist. Just like how you're still Zayne, with or without your evil, this is still a date regardless of whether or not our plans worked out, right? Zayne looks at me. In his eyes, the waters share a glimmering light frolics across my face.
I'm starting to think this is part of your original plan.
Oh? Oh! Oh! His gentle kiss, warm and with a smile, touches my face. Oh, I needed Fluffy after the day today. As evening falls, the sky remains overcast. But after spending time with Zayne and the river breeze, my disappointment has disappeared. The orange-red sunset sits half submerged in the dark river to create a beautiful tableau. The colourful lights begin to twinkle from the buildings across the shore. I'm not sure if it will rain again. Zayne, should we head back?
Are you tired?
No, but it's getting dark. I guess we missed that once in a decade fiery sunset. According to our original plan, we should have finished enjoying it by now. So we'd be on our way to a riverside seafood banquet.
Considering our share of little surprises today, if you're not hungry, perhaps we could replace the riverside dinner with something else.
Oh, yeah. Are you planning to make these surprises even more surprising?
Yes. Wait for me here.
Oh. See, I'm not a big one for surprises, but ever since me and Kate have been together, surprises I look forward to. I don't have to wait long. After about 10 minutes, I hear Zayne approaching footsteps from behind. He's holding 2 cups of a special bubble tea. One is large and the other is small. They're from the shop we passed by on the way to the dock.
The staff recommended 1 medium with low sugar and 1 large with 100% sugar. Which will you choose?
I want... Remembering how he used to secretly tag along on Oxo Hospital's medical staff milk tea runs, I purposely moved my hand between the 2 drinks.
If you can't decide, you can have both.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of taking what you like. The medium cup is enough for me. Oh. As I take the bubble tea from Zayne, I stand on my tiptoes and playfully smack a kiss on his cheek. I already have my own large with 100% sugar right here.
First I'm a cloud, and now...
Oh. This is what we like in Fold. We like the fluff. We don't like the fucking trauma. We do like trauma because it's called Love and Depression for a reason, but we like fluffy. We need more fluffy cards like this, please. Because it's genuinely making me really emotional. Zayne's voice trails off as he notices something in the distance. He puts an arm around my shoulders and turns me towards the river.
Look over there.
The legendary, once in a decade fiery sunset I thought we missed has suddenly appeared before us. The gloomy clouds have mysteriously disappeared, and the sky bursts into a vibrant display of colours reminiscent of a flame. It transforms into a breathtaking masterpiece. The river's surface is a sea of dancing gold and crimson, a sublime scene where water meets the sky. I thought we wouldn't get to see it today.
Indeed. Thanks to things going awry, we were given a beautiful surprise.
Oh. I'm ready to start crying. Oh, these 2 look so cute together though. Despite all the problems we ran into, seeing this before the day ends, it's...
Worth celebrating.
To Mimsy and Zayne for not missing a once-in-a-decade moment.
Cheers.
Cheers! Oh, this is so cute.
Today's date can also be considered a once-in-a-decade moment. I have a special surprise. Interested?
Oh my god, Zayne, what did I just say about not liking surprises? Of course! Oh, he got us a sprinkler! I see, you sneaked off to get sparklers. That's what you guys call them?
I never sneak off when I prepare something for the 2 of us.
Oh. You're so well prepared.
Took you long enough. Play with the sparklers, Miss Fairy.
Zayne, can you guess what I drew? Oh, it's a 4-leaf clover, okay.
Are you trying to confuse me on purpose? Guess what I'm drawing then? Doesn't it look like a 4-leaf clover?
They say a 4-leaf clover is a symbol of good luck. Anyone who sees one will have their wishes come true. Make a wish, Zayne. Oh.
Sure. But I'm keeping it to myself for now.
God damn it. Nick.
Not ticklish there. You'll know when my wish comes true.
Look at the softness in his eyes. I can't. I'm too emotional for this game. Zayne, look.
Yes, I'm glad we came here. It's even better than what we planned.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying, you are. Oh.
I don't want this to end. And I don't want to go home.
Oh.
I don't want to leave you.
Oh. Let's watch it together.
Wait. I still have something to say.
Oh no. Why am I... I'm already
I
crying.
want to spend the next decade with you.
Why am I like this? Oh Christ. By the time we return to Lincoln City, night has fallen. The streetlights beneath my apartment building cast a soft glow on the ground. You have to work tomorrow, so don't worry about accompanying me upstairs. Go home and get some rest.
The same can be said about you. Rest well.
I lower my head to smell the large lavender bouquet in my arms. It's a shame you won't have any lavender oil tonight. I'll trim these and use them to make a sachet. I'll bring it to you when I'm done.
All right. I hope you make it quickly.
Are you more eager to see me or the lavender?
You already know the answer to that question. Goodbye, and good night.
That should mark the end of our date, yet neither Zayne or I let go of each other's hands. You said goodbye and good night already. Why are you still holding my hand?
You haven't let go of my hand either, miss.
Then let's count down from 3 and let go together. 3, 2. Facing Zayne, I step back as I count. 1. I feel the grip on my waist as Zayne suddenly pulls me into his embrace. Ah, I knew you'd do this. With my head against his chest, I laugh and playfully hit Zayne's shoulder with the lavender bouquet. It proves to be a rather ineffective weapon.
Don't you remember what the storybook said? Those struck by lavender will vanish before their true love's eye.
I raise my head and put on my most solemn expression. I promise that will never happen so long as I'm here.
Thank you. I can feel your determination.
When true love arrives, men grow timid while women grow brave. We also read that today. But none of your words or actions have a hint of timidness.
It's because I also have a promise to make. I will never let the girl I love be brave on her own.
I am a softie. Why am I such a big softie by nature? Oh my god. I see 3D pixels on the screen and it was like the Tomorrow's Catch 22. I scream because I'm horny. I see cuteness and I start crying. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Oh, you know what? You know what? I need to call hubby. Where is he? Cuddles makes everything better every time.